Give them another big round of applause. Every time you guys hear it on stage, applause is for you. Let it help you be more creative and have more fun. All right, if you would please, we're going to create kind of a Frontier Days environment. And I want it to be as if you are 6 years old. Not when you were 6 years old, but like a 6-year-old. And you're in the late 1800s, and a circus has come into town. And they have all these exotic animals that you've only read about in books. And that circus is going to come into town. With your eyes closed, go ahead and sit upright. And just imagine that you are 6 years old. And this is the parade that's coming through town. The first cart is being pulled by, oh my gosh, look at them. They're big, they're tall, they're orange, they have kind of square dots on them. My gosh, they're called giraffes. Look at those giraffes, kid. Look at how tall they are. Look how long their necks are. Go ahead and point. Go ahead and point. It's okay. That's right. And behind those giraffes is a cart, and in that cart are 2 lions. And the lions, 1, 2, 3 ants. Deeper, more focused, relaxed, all the way down. But go ahead and pantomime as if you're looking at those animals with your eyes closed. Look at those lions, kids. They're big, and they go roar at you. And that's how lions say hello. Go ahead and roar back to the lions, kids. Go ahead and roar back to the lions. That's right. Go ahead and roar back again. That's right. And in the cart behind that, oh my gosh, look at that. Elephants. Elephants are pulling that cart. They're big, they're gray, and their steps just go whoomp, whoomp, whoomp. And they sway side to side as they go. And the elephants look over at you, and they both at the same time raise their trunks, and you hear this noise. And that's how elephants say hello. Can you say hello back to the elephants, kids? Can you say hello back? That's right. Can you say hello back? Oh, yeah. What about you? Can you say hello back to the elephants? No? How about you? Oh, and they look at you and their trunks dip a little bit, but then can elephants smile? They're smiling, and they're going back one more time so you can practice it when you get back home. And elephants say hello, and in the cart behind the elephants, oh my gosh, you've never seen anything like this in Edgerton, Kansas before. They have seals. They have slick black skin, and they're in these big old tubs of water, and they're bouncing a ball back and forth and back and forth. And they look at you and they go, and they flap their flippers together like they're applauding you. Can you say hello back to the seals? Can you say hello back to the seals? That's right. Flap your flippers together for them. Say it. Oh, come on. You can give us a seal bark, can't you? That's right. How about yourself? No? That's okay. That's okay, too. And behind the seals, there is a beautiful woman. And she's wearing a hat that has a plume coming out of her hat. And she's walking along, and she's carrying a hoop. And behind her is a big, large, beautiful, glowing. Its fur is so clean. It's called an Irish wolfhound. And it's just tall and elegant. It doesn't look like any of the dogs you've seen around here before. And behind that are 3 little white poodles, little teeny poodles. And they're running around each other in a zipper fashion. And then one will jump on top of the Irish wolfhound, and it'll go, yip, yip, yip. And it'll jump off and run to the back of the line, and they just do that over again. Who here can bark at the dogs? Go ahead and bark at the dogs, everybody. Go ahead and bark at the dogs. Yip. That's right, that's right. Very good. Well, the parade passes on, and it's just a fun time, and it's time to go to the circus itself. And so, go ahead, open your eyes and look at me. Open your eyes. Give some applause, which you deserve. Give a big round of applause. That's a good warm-up. And 1, 2, 3, and sleep. Twice as deep, twice as creative. Just work. What we're going to do is you're no longer 6 years old, but the 3 people I touch on the shoulders, 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead and open your eyes, if you would please, and stand up and come forward. And the person I left sitting, you go ahead and open your eyes too. If you go out of hypnosis during this time, that's fine. I'll take you right back in later on. I want you to enjoy the show just as much as everybody else, okay? You 3 people, I'm going to take you back into hypnosis while you're standing. You can be in hypnosis while you stand. Just stay safe and upright at all times. 1, 2, 3, and sleep. Deeper, more focused, relaxed. You are no longer 6-year-old kids. Each of you are circus animal experts. And the people out in the audience are the 6-year-olds that have come from the grade school. And they get a special presentation with you all. And they're going to ask questions about the zoo or any other animals too. And you are going to give the silliest, most audacious answers you can, creative, inaccurate, but you're going to sell it. There you go. You're going to sell it like it's the truth. You're going to tell them the biggest whopper you can come up with, but you're going to act like it's totally serious. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So it's going to be as if those are grade school kids out there. 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. You are now circus animal experts. Do we have any questions from the kids out here about the circus animals? What kind of questions? Yes, young man. What kind of questions do you have for the animal experts up here? I'll repeat it back to them. Go ahead and ask them a question.
What does a lion eat?
Oh, very good. This little girl right out here wants to know what lions eat, and this is our big game expert about all the animals from Africa. What do lions eat?
Seals.
Lions eat seals? Really? How do you keep the lions and the seals safe from the lions?
You don't.
You don't? What happens to the seals?
They get eaten by the lion and ripped in half.
Oh no, it is a vicious time. So those seals that we saw earlier, they're just food for the lions, aren't they?
Yes.
So after this show is over, if they do a bad job, what happens?
They will get eaten by the lions.
But if the seal does a good job, what happens?
It will get eaten by the lions.
So it really doesn't matter, does it? Little girl, does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Yes. Who else has a question for the zoo animal experts up here? Ma'am, oh yes you do. Ask any kind of a question at all. What would you like to know about the zoo animals?
How long does an elephant live?
How long? Here we have our large animal expert. How long do elephants live?
Until they drop dead.
Until they drop dead. Does that help?
That's good.
That's good. Thank you very much. Who else? Yes, little girl. What kind of question do you have? What kind of question do you have about the zoo animals?
Do they ever let the animals out of their pens to wrestle each other?
Do you ever let the pens, we have our head circus animal keeper here. Do you ever let the animals out so they can wrestle with each other?
Yeah.
And when do you do that? Like at night or when the circus is done or before it starts? How often do you let the animals wrestle with each other?
Before, like, 6 hours.
6 hours before the show?
Yeah.
Who are the best wrestling animals you have in the circus?
Seals.
The seals! Do you ever let the seals wrestle the tigers? Or lions, I'm sorry, the lions?
Yeah.
And they beat the lions.
Mm-hmm.
That is fascinating. Isn't that cool to know? Do you have anything else you want to know?
Do they ever wrestle?
any of you, raise your hand if you've ever wrestled the animals. All three of you. Which is the animal you most enjoy wrestling?
The elephants.
The elephants. Why do you enjoy wrestling the elephants?
Because they pick me up with their trunks and throw me down.
And that's a lot of fun, isn't it? What animal do you like to wrestle?
Giraffes.
The giraffes. Now tell me what it's like to wrestle a giraffe.
It's very fun because you can take it by the neck and slam it down.
And how long does it usually take you to get in position to grab a giraffe by the neck so you can slam it to the ground?
Only 5 seconds.
5 seconds. She's been doing it for a while. And what animals do you like to wrestle?
Seals.
The seals. Tell me about wrestling seals.
They're slippery, but I can. Real good.
Real good, but I mean, the great thing about wrestling seals is you're always bringing in new seals, aren't you?
No.
No? I thought the lions ate the seals.
No.
No. Oh, you've been keeping it a secret, haven't
What?
you? Lions eating the seal, or yeah, eating the seals.
What? No.
No? No?
It's blood everywhere. Everyone knows.
Oh, that was it you that told us? The cat on the bank, sort of? Oh.
Yeah.
You see, that would make it very hard to get a seal of approval, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes the hypnotist comes up with a little joke too. Very good. Are there any other questions about the circus animals from the kids in the audience? Anybody else? Anybody else? One last question or not? Yes, ma'am.
How much do llamas spit?
How much do llamas spit? Our South American animal expert here. How much do llamas spit?
Every 30 minutes you could fill a bathtub.
A bathtub full of spit. Now, are we talking like, you know, one of these little rinse tub bathtubs, or like they've got in the big city where they just hold gallons and gallons of water? I mean, how big of a bathtub are we talking about?
Very, very big.
And what does a tub full of llama spit smell like?
It smells very decent. I like swimming in it.
And is it good for the skin?
Very nurturing.
Nurturing llama spit. And so, like, after the circus is done, you sell this stuff, don't you?
Yes, I sell it to many, many people.
How much for a jar of llama spit?
$20.
And what all does llama spit cure?
Cancer,
Yeah.
diabetes,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Well, very good. And, I mean, seriously, have you ever had cancer or diabetes?
No.
So it works, doesn't it?
Yes.
That's right. Give them all a big round of applause. Go ahead and go back to your seats, please. Go back to your seats, please. Very good. 1, 2, 3, all 4 of you. And sleep. Deeper, more focused. Give them another round of applause if you would, please. Very good. I need a quick little sip of water here. I apologize for that. All right. So, we've been at the circus. We've met the animal experts. Everybody go ahead and open your eyes, look at me. Especially you. I want you to go very deeply into hypnosis. Be very creative, because this next kid is yours. 1, 2, 3, and sleep. Person I'm touching on the shoulder right now. Go ahead and tell me what your name is, please.
Taylor.
Taylor, very good. We're going to have a very fun skit. Go ahead and open your eyes. Stand up if you would, please. And step over here if you would, please. Very good. 1, 2, 3, and sleep. You are no longer Taylor. You are the amazing Taylor. You are a world-recognized champion tightrope walker. And you, when you open your eyes again, are going to walk a tightrope from here to the other side as if it is 35 feet long. You are 35 feet up in the air. And you are famous worldwide because you have a trick that you do right in the middle of the tightrope that amazes, astounds everybody. The amazing Taylor, what is the trick you do in the middle of the tightrope?
I do a backflip.
A backflip, very good. Give me a moment here. No, the doctor no longer allows her to do the backflip, but what is it you've replaced the black backflip with?
I can touch my hands behind my back.
That's right. It is absolutely amazing to see the amazing Taylor touch her hands behind her back in the middle of the tightrope. 1, 2, 3. Deeply hypnotized, opening your eyes, looking across. The amazing Taylor, you are dressed. Go ahead and turn. You're on the platform. You are 35 feet above the ground. 35 feet of cable and kind of sags in the middle. And it's windy out here in Edgerton, Kansas, so be careful of the wind. Keep your balance. But go ahead and give us some music if you would, please. Give a big round of applause to the amazing Taylor as she goes across her tightrope. 1, 2, 3, begin, Taylor. That's right. She's getting towards the middle. She's getting towards the middle. Get ready for your trick. Give her a big round of applause, everybody. And on the other side, take your bow, take your bow. That's right. And now, again, across the other way. Careful, it's gotten a little windier. Right there in the middle, do it one more time so they can see it on the other side. Give her another big round of applause. Very careful, very good. The amazing Taylor, everybody. Thank you very much. Have a seat. Very good. All right, let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3, and sleep. I have no idea why I'm getting that noise. I do apologize for it. All 4 of you. Oh, it's you doing it.
Yeah, board.
Ah, well, don't do that part of it. All 4 people, go ahead and can you just put it down for a little bit? Because there's no music with this one.
Okay.
Okay. So, all 4 people on stage, go ahead and sit up straight. Let your creative mind come to you with your eyes closed. We're still in the 1860s. You are in far eastern Kansas, almost in Missouri. And you are the beginning of the Wild West. And in the audience, we have some of the famous people of the Wild West. Now, it might be a historical figure that did roam this area at one time. It could be somebody in your family history that you've heard about, or you could make up somebody, but then you're going to have to help me and whoever you bring up learn about this person. But on the count of 3, you're going to open your eyes, you're going to look into the audience, and you are going to see a historical Western celebrity. You're going to be so excited that they're here, and you're going to go into the audience and bring them back to introduce us. 1, 2, 3, open your eyes, look into that audience, and you see a Wild West celebrity, Calamity Jane, Wild Bill Hickok, Jesse James, or maybe somebody in your own family history. Go ahead and go get that person right now. Go ahead and get that person and bring them back with you. That's right. Bring her on up. Bring them on up. That's right. Oh, She's taking the long way around. There you go. There you go. Maybe it's a Native American chief or warrior, but that's right. I promise anybody who came on stage, I didn't say anything about people that stayed in the audience. That's right. Very good. So let your creative mind come up. We're going to come over to this side first. And what is your name, please?
Nicole.
Nicole, who did you see in the audience?
This is Chief Warrior.
Chief Warrior. Very good, Chief. Thank you very much for joining us here today. When you saw Chief Warrior, what did you first think about when you realized Chief Warrior was out here in the audience?
Horses that he rode.
Tell us about the horses.
They were white with a black hair.
A black mane?
Black mane.
Very good. What was so special about your horses, Chief Warrior?
They knew how to handle knives.
Very good. Did you know that historical fact that Chief Warrior's tribe's horses knew how to handle knives?
I did not.
I didn't either. How does one teach a horse? How young does a pony have to be to teach them about a knife?
As soon as they're born,
And how do you introduce a knife to a pony?
you hold it up in front of their face
Right.
and say, here.
And what does the pony do?
At first, it rejects it because it is against violence.
True. Now the mare is there, maybe even the stallion is there, but they already know about knives, don't they?
Yeah.
And so do they help the pony over time learn about fighting with knives?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Very interesting.
Now, I would think that as a young little pony that's growing up, do you think they ever get hurt with knives?
Well, they probably stab themselves, but
It's fine. What else would you like to ask Chief Warrior about?
what's your wife's name?
Your wife's name. What is your wife's name?
My wife's name is Blackhawk.
Blackhawk. And how long have you been married with Blackhawk?
About 2 seconds.
2 seconds. So you saw the marriage today, apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah. What was the thing that struck you about a Native American wedding ceremony?
The horses.
The horses. So what did you notice the horses doing?
They were having a sword fight.
Really? Now, a real sword fight or like a play acting sword fight?
A real sword fight. I saw one get stabbed.
And what did they do for the horse that got stabbed?
They left it there.
Oh, no. So probably these are only for very important occasions, correct?
Yeah.
Give them both a great round of applause, please. If you all would move a little bit forward for me, I'd appreciate that. Thank you very much. One big step, Simon says. Very good. What's your name, sir?
Edgerton.
Peyton. Who did you bring up?
My cousin Clint Eastwood.
Your cousin, Clint Eastwood. Very good. Mr. Eastwood, your career has been long and varied and fascinating. What is it about Clint Eastwood's career that has most impressed you, or a question you have about Clint Eastwood's career?
When were you born?
When were you born, Mr. Eastwood? Make anything up.
1735.
In 1735, Clint Eastwood was born. So, I mean, we're talking back in the pre-colonial days. What was that?
Whoa.
You had no idea, did you? What else would you like to know about Clint Eastwood? Because I'm getting kind of fascinated myself.
How many movies do you have?
Like, in his house? Or how many movies has he made? Or
Acted.
how many movies have you acted in?
23.
23. And your favorite movie out of all those 23 is?
I have no clue.
Nope. What's your favorite Clint Eastwood movie?
Gran Torino?
Gran Torino. Now that is not just a movie about entertainment. That movie has a message. How proud of you are you of Gran Torino?
I am very proud.
Right. Are you familiar with the movie? Oh, it's a great movie. So, you know, Gran Torino, that's a very special kind of car truck going on. What was the symbol of him riding around, your character riding around in that Gran Torino? Okay, just too embarrassed to talk about, getting choked up over here. One more question for Mr. Eastwood.
Who's your wife?
Who is your wife?
Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton, apparently. You know, what's sauce for the goose is sauce for Mr. Clinton, is what I'm getting here. Were you aware that Hillary Clinton had married Clint Eastwood?
No.
How does that affect now are you of age to vote? Well, if you were, Hillary Clinton being married to Clint, you know what I'm trying to say. I think I'm getting bamboozled myself. Would that entice you more to vote for Hillary Clinton or less, being married to Clint Eastwood?
I'd vote for her.
Being married to Clint Eastwood, right? Now, being married to Bill Clinton, does that make any difference?
Kind of gay.
Yeah, very good. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Eastwood. Give those two a big round of applause. And who have you brought up on stage with us today? Calamity Jane. You are one of the best, yeah, it's always female gun artists. But in your own right, male or female, is anybody really your equal?
No.
No. When she shoots, silver dollars flung into the air, and she shoots it with a pistol, what do you think about that?
That's really cool.
Have you ever gotten one of those silver dollars after the show?
No.
Oh. So, are you able to sell those silver dollars, or do you just give them away, or do you just put a patch over them and use them again?
I just give them away.
She is that kind of... Now, do you happen to have one of those silver dollars on you right now?
Right here.
What do you say?
Thank you. It's cool.
When did you first start doing trick shooting?
12.
Age 12?
Yeah, it's
Okay. And what first got you doing that?
I just picked up a gun one day and was like, well, I gotta try this, and so I did.
And with practice?
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely. If you could get any life advice from Calamity Jane, what would you ask?
How are you so good?
Well, she just told me practice.
Oh.
Since age 12. What else would you like to
Do you share your talents with people?
know? Like train them?
Yeah.
Do you train other people to be trick shots?
Well, I haven't, but I could start.
Uh-oh. Now, have you ever handled a firearm yet?
No.
You live out here on the prairie and you've never shot a rabbit?
No.
A deer?
Oh, yeah.
An elk?
Yeah.
A target on a tree?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have shot, right? Okay. But, did you hit anything?
No.
Which is part of the reason why the elk population around here is so
Good.
very good. Give them a big round of applause. And who did you bring up for us?
Jesse James.
Jesse James. Outlaw, but also Robin Hood. Bo, what is the one piece of advice you would give these people out here about money and banks?
Spend it well and don't get caught.
Oh, you mean, oh, right. Okay, what would you like to ask Jesse James?
Who are you voting for in this presidential election?
In the 1860s, well, we had Hillary over there, never mind. Who are you voting for in this presidential election?
I'm choosing to opt out.
He is opting out. What do you think about that?
You don't care about your country if you're out for elections.
You know, I mean, you vote or you don't vote. But whoever it is that they want you to vote for, they're going to tell you if you don't vote, it's as if you voted for that one.
Say.
Because you really don't care either way, do you? Right? I mean, it's not like they own a bank. Right? What else would you like to know?
What's your favorite thing to eat after you kill someone?
Because you have, fortunately or unfortunately, you have killed a few people in your career, haven't you? Yeah. What generally speaking will be your meal after that confrontation?
Salad.
A salad, right? Because you're out in nature, you know.
It's just
Right there, right there. Give them all a big round of applause. Let's have the volunteers go back into the audience. My on-stage people, come back to your seats, please. All right, it is 4:56. This is what I'm going to say. There's a silent auction going on back where I thought we were going to do the show. If you want to go to the silent auction, please leave now. I'm sorry that we got a late start, but we got moved, yada, yada, yada. My name is Edward Wonder. I hope you had fun so far. This is usually where the show really kicks in. If you want to go to the silent auction, you got to go now. If you don't want to go to the silent auction, and we don't tell anybody else, we can let the show go on a little bit longer if you want to stay. But it's totally up to you. So if everybody leaves, we'll cut the show and I'll release these people. If you want to stay, we're going to go on for a few minutes more. How's that sound to you? Okay. Those that stay, give them a big round of applause for their creativity and our volunteers that didn't know they were going to volunteer. 1, 2, 3, sleep. Very good. Of the 4 of you up here, and I don't know that this is going to happen with such a small group, but if you have a significant other in the audience that everybody knows about, we're not breaking news here today, but if you've got a significant other in the audience, just raise your hand. And if you don't, that's fine. With a group this small, it might not happen. Okay, nobody's got a boyfriend or girlfriend, that's absolutely fine. I'll substitute something for that. Oh, yeah. No, let's not do it that way. Go ahead and open your eyes. Remaining in hypnosis. Look at me, right up here. Nobody is scheduled to come and use the space next, so we're doing fine that way. Did any of you want to go to the silent auction? Or can we do another 10 minutes worth? You want to stay and do about another 10 minutes worth? Sure. 1, 2, 3, sleep. Really let your creativity come up, because what we're going to do here shortly is you are going to be rodeo cowboys. And you are going to be riding the bronking bucks right out here for everybody's applause. You need to stay on that bronking buck for 8 8 long seconds. And I've even got horses here for you to do it. We're going to name those horses. We're going to talk about your career. 1, 2, 3. You open your eyes. Step right over here if you would please. Step right over there if you would please. Right over here. Face the audience if you would please. What is your rodeo name?
Trash.
Trash. Trash. This is the Bronx you're going to be riding. What is your Bronx name?
Garbage.
Garbage. Trash versus garbage. You get to know the horse. Whether it jumps to the left, jump to the right, and you're going to be the first one out of the chute. Okay? Okay? And you, sir, what is your rodeo name?
Dirty Dan.
Dirty Dan. Dirty Dan, here's your opponent for today. Look that horse right in the eyes. What is that Bronco Buck's name?
Clean Sam.
Clean Sam versus Dirty Dan. What a deal. Get to know your horse. There you go. Here is your horse. What is your rodeo name?
Trump Warrior.
Trump Warrior. And who is this horse you're going to be trying to best today?
Clinton Trash.
Clinton Trash. Very good. And finally, what is your Wild West rodeo name?
Captain Morgan.
Captain Morgan, that's right. Captain Morgan, let me introduce you to your horse right here. This is the killer, Buttercup.
You're gonna die.
That's right. Very good. Very good. Ladies and gentlemen, the rules are they must stay on the horse for 8 seconds. You are going to count out by 1,000, 8 seconds. Let's see if anybody can make it. Line up over here if you would please first. Right over here. No, you right over here. You are first out of the chute. 3 seconds. And she's off. Count it out, people.
1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000.
Oh no, look out, look out. Oh, the horse just went bronking. Oh, that's too bad. Give her a round of applause. That's all she gets. That's all she gets. And he's out of the chute. Count.
1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4.
Oh no, he's off his horse. Oh no, give him a big round of applause. Oh no, 4 seconds. Come over here, please. Trump Warrior versus Clinton Trash. Here we go. And she's out of the chute. Count.
1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000.
She could make it. She could go on.
5,000.
Oh no! She wipes out 2. It's like she jumped off the horse. It's the most amazing thing. She was that close. Give her a big. Oh. And now her applause. Christy, circus music, please. He's coming out of the chute now.
1,000, 2, 1,000,
What is
3,
this?
1,000, 4,
What is this?
1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000.
He's on a carousel. He's on it. He's cheating. Boo him.
Boo!
You Ride a carousel.
I wanted to win.
But it's a carousel.
I like them. 8 seconds.
What about 8 seconds?
I won.
But it's a carousel.
Okay.
But you stayed on for?
8 seconds.
I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Boo if you disagree, applaud if you agree. 8 seconds it is. Give it up. Give it up for, that's right. He said the horse was going down. Give them all a big round of applause. I'll take your horses. Thank you very much. And go ahead and have your seats. Thank you, sir. All right. 1, 2, 3, and see. There are 2 things I want you to pay attention because I'm going to have to draw your attention to 2 different things at the same time. I will be giving you some silly post-hypnotic suggestions. Okay? Those are just for in here at the very end of the show when you go back to be with your friends. But since it's a post-hypnotic suggestion, you can do those things as if you were still in hypnosis. But before I do that, and before I have you go back into the audience, I also want to give you a gift from me to you as the hypnotist. So I'm going to have you stand up in a moment. I'm going to count to 5 and have you fully emerge from hypnosis after I give you these post-hypnotic suggestions. First, I'm touching on the hand right now. Go ahead and open your eyes. And tell us what that is.
Cowbell.
A cowbell, but it has no ringer on the inside, does it?
Nope.
So what do you need?
A stick.
A stick, that's right. Make sure the cowbell works. Satisfied? Very good. 1, 2, 3. Your creative mind. It's something totally different. What do you have in your hand right there?
This is a lightsaber.
Yeah.
This is Jetta's face.
Jetta's face and a lightsaber. And what do you do with a lightsaber in Jetta's face?
You stab it.
Oh my goodness, that's right. Give her a big round of applause. At the end of the show, when I have you go back into the audience, it's going to again be a cowbell and a stick. But so that people can remember where to find this show, the information I'm going to post when the show is up is going to be on Facebook. And it's going to be on my professional Facebook page, That Hypnotist. So what I'm going to have you do is go back into the audience, and after I say That Hypnotist, you're going to stand up. And you're going to get people to chant with you, That Hypnotist. So they remember what my professional name is. And then a friend of yours is going to get them to chant on Facebook. So you need to give them time to. If that's acceptable to you, just nod your head. Very good. First, I'm touching on the hand right now. Go ahead and open your eyes. What are those?
Jingle bells.
That's right. On the count of 3, your creative mind, there's something totally different. 1, 2, 3. What are those?
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs. What flavor of hot dogs?
Cotton candy.
Cotton candy hot dogs? Take a smell of that. Is that a really good idea?
No.
No. Very good. Sleep deeper, more focused, relax. Give a big round of applause. Cotton candy hot dog. Very good. Well, when you are back in the audience with that, after you hear me say That Hypnotist, and she starts to chant That Hypnotist, you're then going to get the people to chant with you on Facebook and shake these at the same time on Facebook. So that everybody remembers that I'll be posting when the show is up on YouTube under That Hypnotist on Facebook. Will you do that for me? Thank you very much. First, I'm touching on the shoulder right now. When the show's over, you're back in the audience. I'm going to say Edward Wonder. which is my real name. And you are suddenly going to realize how excited you are to have been in this show and how much you like me and how much fun we had. And you're going to stand up and you're going to scream, "He's so dreamy!" and want my autograph. If you'll go ahead and do that for me, nod your head. "He's so dreamy!" and then come up and get my autograph. Is that okay with you? Very good. And the person I'm touching on the shoulder last. When I say Frontier Days, which I hope I remember to do, when I say Frontier Days, you're going to jump up and you're going to be so excited like an Old West cowboy. You're going to jump up and yell, "Yeehaw! That's some good fun!" When I say Frontier Days, if that's acceptable to you, when I say Frontier Days, you jump up and say, "Yeehaw! That's some fun." Is that okay with you? Very good. Ladies and gentlemen, give them all one last big round of applause. I'll probably have to laugh. Go ahead and open your eyes, please. I'm going to have you stand up, give yourselves a little bit of room so you can stretch and stuff. We're going to emerge from hypnosis, but this is my gift to you. And around Lincoln, Nebraska, when I've done shows locally, that's where I'm from. Forgive me, but you got to live somewhere, right? Okay, I've had people come up to me years later, if like I go back to a school where I've done a post-prom show, and they will say, "Remember that thing you do at the end of the show, and you give us a gift? I did that," and something in their life improved. And so this is my gift to you. I want you to think about one little thing that if you began to do it, feel it, or believe it, your life, for your benefit, would improve. Not, "I want to be a better person." That's too big of a thing. But of all the things that would help you be a better person, academically, in a job, as an athlete, as a family member, whatever, if you began to do or feel one little thing every day, just naturally, not an obsession, it doesn't take over anything, doesn't get out of proportion. When you've got that, raise your hand and nod your head. One little thing, if you began to do it, feel it, or believe it, your life will improve. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Very good. Stand up. Give yourself some room. And I want you to emerge on the count of 5, fully out of hypnosis. If you do not fully emerge from hypnosis, you cannot leave this performance area. Do you understand? And leave so I can shake your hand and tell you what a great job you did. Because for such a small group, you were fantastic. You really did. 1, let that energy come up your body. All the way up. The show is over. It's time to return back into your normal waking state. 2, for the next couple of 3 days, even longer if you like. That one little thing that is going deeper and deeper into your subconscious mind is going to motivate you to become, feel, or do whatever that thing is that would naturally improve your life. 3, even though we had just a few brief minutes doing this today and having a lot of fun. And did you have fun? That's right. More and more energy coming back to you. 4, to one more big round of applause. And 5, fully emerged from hypnosis, because you did do a great job. If you are not fully emerged from hypnosis, you cannot leave the stage. But go ahead and give us some Daft Punk, if you would, please. And if you're ready to leave the stage, go ahead and go. Thank you very much. It's safe to shake hands. Very good. Are you having fun? Or did you have fun? Terrific. Give them a big round of applause. I'll go ahead and move the Daft Punk.
Okay. Oh.
There it is. Yeah, that's fine. Hey, it was fun performing. This is a much smaller group than we usually get, but please tell people how much fun you did have, especially the Frontier Day board, because they need to hear that kind of thing. They decided to try something new. We got shifted around a little bit, but hopefully we'll be able to tell people how much fun we can come back and do it for 200 or 300 or 400 people. Who knows? First of all, my name is Edward Wonder, but professionally, I go as That Hypnotist. And the reason why I go back by That Hypnotist is because nobody remembers our name. Edward Wonder, let Ed in your head go under with wonder, that's all fine. But That Hypnotist is what I go by on Facebook.
on Facebook.
Get your friends to chant it.
Hypnotist on Facebook. Hypnotist on Facebook. Hypnotist on Facebook.
Very good. Thank you very much for 18 people. It's not going to get any better than that. Thank you very much. But seriously, Frontier Days is a great event to be at. What? Yeehaw! Do you enjoy Frontier Days?
Yeah.
Terrific. Give him a big round of applause. So my name is Edward Wonder. I do want to thank you all very much. Have a great rest of the time. She had other questions for me about hypnotism. If you have any questions, you don't have to clang everything again. Feel free to ask them on Facebook, That Hypnotist, or if you see me around here, ask me too. It's been great entertaining you this afternoon. Thank you for coming over here. And have a good rest of the evening. Bye-bye.